I know it doesn't look great, and we just got sentenced. Johnny's been very honest with me about his use, his issue of not having money to test. He's in a much better situation than he was when he was sentenced. He does have good employment now. He was getting paid. I believe his first paycheck is tomorrow or sometime this week. He is back enrolled in treatment. He's doing well at Team Wellness. He sees both a therapist and a psychiatrist. If everything goes as planned, if everything for testing goes well with the treatment center, he will be on Suboxone later this week. I think that's a good option for him. I think that's something that'll help him moving forward. Again, he's very honest about his use and need for help and things like that. And again, I think his employment was something that was struggling with it. So when he did have money, he always showed up for testing and everything like that. It wasn't always negative, but he did show up. Again, I think getting on Suboxone and getting back enrolled, he'll be an IOP soon as well. I think that'll help him out a little bit.
You're riding to the rescue.
No, he's being.
Reminds me of an old John Wayne movie. You know that? I mean,
I think he would have been a good.
I get it.
Candidate.
Hey, listen, you've been straight with me the whole time. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. This can't go on anymore. You're gonna kill yourself. I'm gonna adjourn your sentencing now. I expect you to show for testing, and I expect you to be negative for testing. Now, let's get this straight. When did he last test?
The last test I have for him is going to be that March 19th.
If I send you for a test today, are you going to pass though?
I'm not sure. It's been 4 or 5 days.
So you consumed still 4 days ago?
Yeah.
So she's just singing your praises here and you're still using.
I'm struggling.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so what do you think we can do to help him get through this?
Again, I think if he stays clean by Thursday, he'll get on Suboxone. I think
Yep.
that'll help a lot with his
All right.
meetings and things like
All
that.
right, let's do this. I'm simply going to, I'll accept all those pleas, as I said. I'm going to. Excuse me. Give me a sentencing date, Heather. In about 3 weeks, please. And let's see how he's making out then. Somewhere around April the 21st.
We could do the 22nd, Judge. Does that work?
At 8:30, okay? You gotta make a better effort. I'll adjourn your sentencing. Suboxone is great for you, but you're still gonna have to do this on your own. You follow me?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, I'm glad you're going on Suboxone. But you still gotta make up your mind you're not gonna use. You understand?
Yes.
That's what we'll do. Thank you.
I'm Lou Thornsberry.
All right.
Violations when I'm Thornsberry pleading guilty to all of them we talked about. It's very tough.
This is an amended order of show cause, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is that what you want to do, Mr. Thornsberry? I'm just asking, is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
So you have an amended order of amended show cause here that alleges that you failed to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive for a cocaine metabolite on February 23 of 26. That's count 1. You have count 2. Failure to submit the testing is ordered on March the 13th of 26. Count 3. You failed to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive for cocaine on a chemical test of March 19th. Count 4, you failed to submit the weekly testing as ordered on March the 25th. And count 6, that you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered, balance owing as of the date of the show cause of $880. Do you understand those are the charges?
Yes.
You understand you plead guilty to those charges, that your probation could be revoked, and you could be incarcerated for the maximum provided by law, which in your case is up to 90 days. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and we're not going to have a hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to ask you to look at me and tell me as to count 1. How do you wish to plead to the charge that you failed to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive for a cocaine metabolite on February 23 of 26? Did you test positive for a cocaine metabolite on that day? Had you consumed cocaine within the 7 days preceding that?
Yeah.
Count 2, did you fail to refrain or fail to submit the weekly testing as ordered? And March the 13th. How do you plead to that?
Guilty.
Okay. I act like, you're kind of acting like I'm keeping you awake here.
No, I'm just,
I'm asking you, how do you plead to the charge you failed to submit the testing as ordered on March the 13th?
guilty.
Did you fail to submit the testing that day?
Yes, sir.
To the charge you failed to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive for cocaine on March the 19th of 26. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you test positive for cocaine on March the 19th, and had you consumed cocaine within the 7 days before that?
Yes, sir.
Count 4, that you failed to submit the weekly testing
Yes, sir.
as ordered on March the 25th. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to submit the testing as ordered on March the 25th of 26?
Yes, sir.
And count 6, finally, that you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to pay your fines and costs as ordered?
Yes, sir.
Does he still have a balance of 880, Heather?
Yes, Judge.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
Nothing.
Pleas are accepted, counts 1 through 6. Your name?
Hold on.
Ooh, this isn't good.
Judge, if I could.
Yeah, what are you yawning like that for? You tired? I'm asking you a question.
No,
Well, why are you yawning if you're not tired and I'm not boring you?
you just can't.
Did you take care of this ticket out of 25th District Court for driving under the influence?
No, I took care of Taylor and
Why
one.
don't you go over to the 25th District Court and take care of that?
I was waiting on my check.
How immature are you?
Huh?
How immature are you?
I'm very sure.
Who are you living with?
I live with my sister. I live with two people. My mom and sister.
How long you been working at DMC?
Just started. I was in school.
Where were you going to school at?
Providing career training in your.
Did you graduate?
Yeah.
You said phlebotomy training?
Yes. Providing was scan.
Well, I only sentenced you February 4th. This is a student, no income, $200 a month of bridge card benefits, single, no children. Graduated high school in 19. I ordered you to clear all your warrants by March the 1. You didn't do that. You got a big problem here, and I'm trying to figure out how I can do to save you. You cannot do this. You can't just ignore courts like this. I don't know what you're thinking. I mean, you put yourself in a horrible position here. Sir, you got to get her to grow up, or life's going to be an awful long experience, not a pleasant one. You had a Soberlink device that should be right with you at all times.
I'm
Well,
low.
why did you have to get a ride to go take the Soberlink? You've missed all these tests. You've missed somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 or 70 tests.
The problem is, I'm just not blowing at the correct time you guys have. Like, you had me blow 7 a.m. I'm already at work. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
We talked about changing her testing time and she was sent.
that's just the problem. I'm blowing, it's just not the right time.
All right.
She's,
That makes sense.
Judge, there are times where she is late on the blows, but I didn't even include all the late ones. I just included the ones that she missed completely or was over 3 hours late on.
Well, you got 23 technical violations here, okay? Now, you cannot do this. You cannot do this.
Judge, if I could,
Yep.
if she's to remain on probation, my recommendation moving forward is that she have a screen tether.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm already writing that down. I'm not gonna assess any costs. I'm gonna give you a break. But it's not gonna be a break that you're gonna like. Soberlink is to be replaced with a scram when she's released from jail, 8 days jail, should be 80. So don't be complaining or crying about it on your way out of here. Do we understand one another? 8 days. That is a Christmas gift in March. Good luck. You no cost. And then you're gonna coordinate getting the scram off or the Soberlink for the scram, right? Thank you. Do I have anything else this morning? 1 second.
Yeah,
Sergeant, where was he? Where was he pulled over last night or picked up, or when was he picked up? Was it this morning or last night?
It was last night. Brownstown Police Department stopped him for a traffic offense. We picked him up on his warrant, Your Honor.
I love how you're sounding like you've seen the light. You've seen the light now, and you weren't coming in here. You got arrested and picked up because of a traffic violation, and you know, and I know that's the only reason you're here.
I swear, Your
know,
Honor.
when were
If
you
my
gonna come
mother
in
and my
today?
father were here, they would vouch for me as well. I swear on my life, Your Honor.
You were coming in today or tomorrow?
No.
I've heard that story multiple times too. I
No,
love that.
within the next, I did not want to come in front of you until I had everything lined out to where it looked to you like I am actually putting in forth an effort. That's God's honest truth.
Can
I
see
did not
the-
want to come in there.
Slow down. Can I
Yeah.
see the screenings? Your name, please.
It's my prosecution.
Can I see the? I'm hoping this is gonna tell me you don't have any prior convictions. But it's not gonna tell me that, is it?
No, sir.
Why did I know it wasn't gonna tell me that?
And again, also last night, I was on my way home from work. I was a quarter mile away from my parents' house. That's exactly where I was going when I got pulled over.
You haven't shown up on this case on multiple occasions. What do you think we're here? You were supposed
And
to be, sir, you keep
Yeah.
interrupting me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You were supposed to be here 6 months ago. I'm not buying this that you were going to surrender the court. I'm not buying this that you were going to get into treatment. You had since June 26th of last year. We're into April starting tomorrow. That's
I know.
9 months. You've
I
got,
know, sir.
you've got a bad record. You don't take care of business. You didn't show up on this case in the beginning. How many court work program days did you do?
I did. I had 3 of them, and I did 2, and I showed up for the 3rd one, but I was 5 minutes late, so they wouldn't let me complete it. Honor, I have no problem finishing the rest of this, all of these recommendations going forward. I have no problem doing that. And again, I feel like now I'm way better set up to be able to do this now than I was in the past. And again, in the past, I'm not making an excuse for running and not doing anything, but that's just the way it was.
He says he did 2 court work programs.
He did 2, Your Honor, that is correct, 2 out of the 3.
Probation's revoked. You're to pay costs of $800 and serve 90 days, credit 3. I'll give you credit for last night, credit for those 2 for 87 days. If you pay costs of 800, I'll suspend 62 of the 87 and you'll only have to serve 25. That's more than fair. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. I wish you well. If you can pay the 800, you'll be out in 25 days. If not, you're going to serve 87. Any questions, sir?
No, sir.
Good luck to you. Thank you. Thanks, Sergeant. Thank you, Mr. West.
3 defendants, 3 different courtrooms appearances, 3 different ways of ending up in front of the same judge with nothing to show for the time they were given. Johnny Thornsbury had his attorney in his corner. She went all in. Treatment enrolled, therapist and psychiatrist both. Suboxone coming this week. She delivered the most thorough advocacy speech of the morning. And then the judge asked one question. Just one. If he sent Thornsbury for a drug test today, would he pass? 4 seconds passed. Thornsbury said he wasn't sure. It had been 4 or 5 days. That was the moment everything the attorney had just said stopped mattering. The judge didn't need to raise his voice. He just said it plainly. She had been singing his praises, and he was still using. Janiah Neely didn't bring an excuse that collapsed under questioning. She brought something harder to explain, a yawn. Sitting in open court during her own sentencing while the judge was speaking directly to her, he caught it immediately. She said she was very immature. He sentenced her to 8 days in jail and called it a Christmas gift. Brandon McAuliff had been given 9 months and chose to spend all of them away from this courtroom. A random traffic stop the night before finally closed the distance. In court the next morning, he had a speech ready. The judge had a question. Why hadn't the accident he blamed happened until a month after the court date he missed? He swore on his parents' lives he was going to come in. The judge said 3 words. "I'm not buying this." Probation revoked. One attorney ambushed by her own client. One defendant who yawned at the bench. One man who needed a traffic stop to find his way back to court. Same judge, same outcome. The court was done waiting for all of them. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns. Because justice never gets old.